Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy AK-Man12 here, back with some more Battlefield Hardline for you action for you guys today. I almost messed up my intro right there. But this gameplay, the name of the game is Blood Money on Bank Job. Once again, this time we're going to be going up against a very try-hard group of players in this game. It was roughly, before this game, I joined late and we actually lost by a good 75 points, and I was considering leaving due to the fact that I did not feel like carrying teams, and in this gameplay we were actually losing by almost 100 points already, and I was ready to throw in the towel. I was ready to give up and pretty much just leave the game, accept fate that I would not be able to beat this team. But we pulled through in the end, and we actually did win this round. It was a complete nail-biter of a game. So let's get right into this gameplay. This gameplay is actually going to be fairly long. The gameplay itself was about 12 to 15 minutes. I trimmed it down to about 8 minutes, but a lot of people have requested that I upload longer videos of me doing these types of live commentary, sort of tips and tricks type videos, because you guys seem to enjoy them a lot. And I'm actually kind of surprised that you guys enjoyed them that much, because it was just me just really talking over gameplay and giving you guys a few tips, and I didn't think that you guys enjoyed it. But the ratings, everything overall, retention rate is just doing really well with these types of videos. Like you see, I'm using the Deagle here, and this is actually some pre-patch gameplay. This is about a couple, I think it was like 2 weeks before the patch came out. I have yet to play since the new patch, guys, but the most thing I'm looking forward to in the patch is the fact that the K10 got nerfed, and also that custom servers are out. So you already know that your boy AK is going to be playing those block 24/7 servers, those bank job 24/7 servers, and I'm kind of glad that they released it, because it's going to open up my opportunities for playing different game modes, because I can't stand playing those game modes on other maps. But as you can see right here, I spawn on my teammate who's inside the enemy vault. I take off two guys who are unaware of my position, but eventually almost take me out. I have a full load of cash, so at this point my goal is to get to the enemy vault, because look at the score line right now. I can't see it that well on my screen, but I know that it's a ton of points that we are behind, and I have to start playing the objective. I almost regret the fact that this game could have almost been my fault for losing, because I was playing mostly for kills in the beginning, just so I could destroy this kid. As you can see, there's two people in our vault that nobody seems to be paying attention to, so I take out one. I have to play this cautious here, because I do not want to die with cash on my back. That is the last thing I want to do. As you see, watch this point chain that I get right here. It's absolutely insane. I actually deposited so much cash. The point streak went all the way up to 3,400. Absolutely insane. Probably one of my highest point streaks I've ever gotten in a while. But Blood Money, you can really get some high point streaks. Let's say somebody is in your vault. If you kill all those guys, pick up the money, put it back in your vault, especially if you have a boost active, you will get so many points. I've seen people get 6,000, 7,000 point change because of this stuff. It's pretty insane the types of point change you could get. So right here, we're doing some more finagling at their spawn yet again with the Scar H. As you see, I finally get taken up by the 300 knockout, and I was considering switching off, but I knew I had to win this game for my teammate. And I call out to my teammates right here and say, hey, they have a spawn beacon inside of their own spawn. They do not want us in their spawn at all, because right now, that is pretty much the only thing that is saving this game, is the fact that I am in their enemy vault. As you can see, I try to play it safely, but unfortunately, it does not work out in my favor. I get taken out by another guy who was on the right side, was unaware of his position, and unfortunately, they get their money cash deposited. So now, I figured, well, we've all just died at their vault. What are the only options we have left? Well, one other option, go to the middle cash pile, start picking up tons of cash, because at this point, that is the only other option for us to win. We lost all of our defenders and attackers on side of the enemy vault, and pretty much the other team is not going to the middle vault pathway. So I figured, well, if they're not going for it, I might as well go for it. I got plenty of defenders here with me, helping me pick up cash, and we also had a commander, but the commander left, I believe. I think he was on the other team. Either that or he left. So I figured, well, let me start playing the objective. I have an objective boost on as well, just to help myself out. So I figured, let's go play some objective, pick up some cash, keep depositing over and over, because at this point, the attackers are not going to the attacking spot. I see this guy, pick him off. I don't know what he was doing. I ask my teammates if there's anybody else inside of our enemy spawn point. No, there was not. So I eventually cash deposit all of that, and already up to a ton of points in this game. I think I had roughly 17,000 score at the end of this, and I was using a 25% boost. So it's not like I was using anything too drastic in regards to score lines, because the boosts actually do affect your final scoreboard on this game, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. But regardless, they put it in the game, so there's not much you can do about it. So as you can see here, this is a nice little tips and trick thing that you could do right there. Whenever you die, use your big map. Don't use the mini map all the time. If you feel that you can't see something, you want to know where the defenders are, you want to know where the attackers are, you're not sure if somebody's upstairs or downstairs, look at the big map. The big map tells you everything. The mini map, it only limits you to what the area of effect that you're in. So basically, if you're in a certain spot, you can only see one certain spot of that area. Especially if you're running, you use the big map, you can see everybody on the mini map, but it does obstruct your vision, so you have to be very careful when you're using it. As you can see, I got a ton of people on the roof. I don't want to sit here rooftop camping because that's not going to help us win the game, is it? No, it's not. So I figured, well, there's a ton of people on the middle cash pile now. They finally started to get the idea. See the spawn beacon, take it out. I'm gonna try to go for a back rage on these guys. Pick off him, pick up his other teammate, get a cash pickup, but unfortunately get taken out again by another guy who may have been chasing me as I was chasing their spawn. I did not see him, so unfortunately that did not work out in my favor as well. When it comes to this types of game modes, you gotta fill all the lanes. I say this in every single video. I'm sure you've heard this in other people's videos as well. You gotta fill the lanes. It's the only way you're gonna win these types of games, because if you don't fill those lanes, you leave one lane open. That's a window of opportunity for the other team to pretty much screw you over in the end, and you're pretty much never gonna get on that objective. Or if you're playing TDM, there is no objective obviously, but still gotta fill those lanes. So I tell my teammates, there's 2 people on that enemy cash pile. You easily throw a nade, they're dead. Grenades are nukes in this game, so it's not a problem for them to handle such a task on their side. So I decide, well, they're distracted there. I'm going to try to make one last push on the enemy cash pile. I actually do make almost a fatal mistake right here as I try to take these dudes out instead of going for the enemy, or instead of going for our home cash pile. I should have ran away. Those guys did not see me. Had I run away, I probably would have gotten away with that cash, but it did not work out in my favor, and I almost cost us the game right there. There are definitely some things that I could have done a lot better to make this game less of a nail biter. You know, like I said, you know, me playing for kills in the first 5 minutes in the game definitely hurt our team, and you know, it's something I try not to do sometimes, but sometimes I just get a little bit selfish. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I do get selfish sometimes when it comes to these game modes, and sometimes I lose the game, sometimes I don't. Other times it almost costs us a game, and this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So I figured we're so close to winning right now. We have a few defenders at their vault, we have plenty of teammates on the cash pile, so I figured, well, with the amount of people that are on this cash pile, if I pick up at least 5 cash, that's all I need to pick up, and our team will win. So I figured, I got 4 right now. I see another teammate who has a full cash pile. I figured he's gonna help us win the game if he deposits that. So I decided to get one last cash pile and then get right to the cash pile. But thankfully we do win the game. Final score was absolutely insane, 150 to 141. Final score 51 and 17, 17k score. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Let me know if these tips and tricks help you out for Blood Money playing solo. Anyways, it is your boy AK, signing out. Peace!